Hello folks, it's that time. It's finally here. The national championship game between the UMKC Roos and the Ole Miss Rebels here on Roo TV. We are in Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders of the NFL, and it's the site of this national championship game. I am Galaxy, joined by Peach Pearapple, and most folks around the country agree, as do the rankings, that these are the two best teams that have made it to this game. Peach Pearapple is going to do play-by-play for the first quarter and the third quarter as we get started.
Oh, Galaxy, I'm so excited for this. And if you aren't excited, then you must not be a football fan, because this is going to be great. It's like Ole Miss is going to be taking it first, and they are taking it out. 28 with a nice spin move, but tackled by Mike Wayne, the backup running back. So here we go, Galaxy. What are your expectations for this game? A shootout, defensive match? What are you looking for?
Well, I kind of expect a shootout. These are two very high-powered offenses and two great quarterbacks, but two great running games as well.
The game begins with a handoff, and he's got a lot of room, and he's down to the 35 nearly. That's Lacey, one of the best running backs in college football. Look for these running backs in this game.
T1 Lacey and Vincent Terranova. They might put on a show tonight.
Well, play fake, and Chambers throws over the middle, makes for a short gain. It looks like they're going quick. They want to keep this ball rolling.
They like to do this. They like to go with the hurry up, try to catch the defense off guard.
Handoff is to Lacey, and he has another wide open lane, and he's already at 30 yards.
Yeah, the Roos haven't faced a defense like this all year. They're going to get tired.
Man is in motion. Handoff is to Lacey, and once again, it looks like he's gone. 10, touchdown. Lacey's in the end zone, and this game has started off quickly. Wow.
Wow, this is not looking good right now for the Roo defense. They even punched in the mouth to begin this one.
Seemed like the Roos defense all year, one of their strengths was stopping the run. They got torched there. Wang is taking it out of his own end zone. Tackle near the 20.
Well,
so
we got to
see how Yoakum in this is.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
How are these guys going to respond to what just happened? It's the national championship game. They can't believe it. Just a few months ago, they were a bunch of freshmen, and then right off the bat, the opposing team scores a quick touchdown. How are they going to respond on their first drive?
First play of the handoff, and Terranova is smashed in the backfield. Lost to 2.
Well, we can tell the Rebels came to play. They look very energized. The Roos need to match their energy.
Fake handoff. Yoakum deep drop back. He wants to go deep. He is throwing deep, and it's almost intercepted. He wanted Barchers.
Yeah, that was just great coverage downfield. That really wasn't working.
Roos are in a hole early. Yoakum making some changes at the line. Yoakum throws a strong throw over the middle, but that's not going to accomplish much. And it looks like the Roos have to punt early.
Yeah, that is not how they wanted to respond with a 3 and out. And the Roo defense is already tired. They're going to have to go right back out there.
And a good return by 28 sets Ole Miss up with a great opportunity to go up. 2 scores. Let's see how the Roo defense responds to getting ran over on that first drive. Play fake. Shameless throws. Almost intercepted. Dangerous throw.
I'm not sure how he didn't pick that off. It looked like it went right to his hands, and he just opted to go for the deflection and just bat it down instead of picking it off.
Now the handoff is to Lacey, but he is stopped. Number 2 makes a great tackle.
Well, now they're hurrying up. Let's see if they can audible and get into the right position and make this stop.
Chambliss looking, and he's brought down. Sacked by this defensive line. That's Jeffrey Volt.
What a response that was by the UMKC defense. They really needed that.
Hunt is on the way. Crick back to receive. Crick past the 30 before he's brought down.
All right, let's see what the UMKC offense has up their sleeve here. They're going to have to get a little more creative.
Only 4 yards of offense for the Roos. Yoakum, that's a good throw, right to Ross, holds onto the ball, gets a few extra yards. What a play to Brad Ross.
Yeah, that was a great looking throw. Yoakum zipped it in there, and maybe he's calmed down now after that first drive.
Bring to Terranova, and he's got some good blocking, and he gets near the 40.
Yeah, I feel like with a guy like Terranova, you got to get the ball out to him in space and let him be able to follow his blockers because he moves really well in the open field.
Partridge is in motion. Handoff is to Terranova, and he's got a great block by the offensive line. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Roos. What a response.
Cool. Terranova with the great vision and the blocks that he got there, first by his left guard, and then Brad Ross getting a huge block down the field. That was a beautiful play.
And we are all tied up with 5 minutes left to go in the quarter. I think you might be right about the shootout.
Well, let's do it.
Number 3 taking the ball out. He's down near the 30. Let's see what Chambliss and this Ole Miss offense can do to come back after giving up a touchdown. Handoff is to Lacey, and Lacey's got a good lane, and he's almost down near the 32. Chambliss over the middle, hits his man. And did the ball come free? Oh, it was recovered by Ole Miss, but that was an opportunity there.
Well, looks like they're saying
Roos might be challenging.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss is challenging, but it doesn't look like. I don't understand why they're challenging because the ball was still kind of in the same spot where it was recovered by Ole Miss, so I don't know why they challenged that.
Regardless, they are moving down the field. Lacey gets the handoff. Lacey has a huge hole. Lacey's on the opposite side of the field. He's already at 112 rushing yards.
That was a nasty move he put on the open field there. He's going to be hard to stop tonight.
He gets it again. No, play fake. Chambers down in the pocket, but he is taken down. Second sack of the game for the Roos. That's Volk's second sack of the day.
Yeah, Volk showing up, and really give credit to that secondary too, because Chambliss had to hold that ball for a while. They're holding in coverage on the back end.
Play fake, throws it over the middle. Nice tackle by number 2. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, that was a good game for Ole Miss. It turned it 2nd and 19 and a 3rd and 7.
Chambliss going deep, wants it out. Is intercepted by the Roos in the end zone. What a play! What a mistake by Chambliss. That's Koenig.
Yeah, that Chambliss, I don't know why he did that. That was not open at all, and Koenig with a great play for the Roos.
Let's see how the Roos offense responds to their defense. Play fake. Yoakum was a dangerous ball. He wanted Breland, but Breland didn't look like he was running the route Yoakum wanted.
Yeah, that was some miscommunication, I believe, and that was just an ugly play.
And off into Terranova, and he makes a 5-yard rush before getting tackled from behind. I think if you're UMKC, you got to take advantage of that turnover. You're not going to get that many in the finals here. Yoakum over the middle, and he hits his man. There he is again. That's Brad Ross's 3rd catch of the game.
Yeah, that was a good-looking route. He made a nice cut over the middle. Yoakum doing a good job standing there tall in the pocket. The Roos, one of the best third-down teams in the country.
That's a strike to Reland for a first down.
Yeah, when this team gets going with the RPOs, they are deadly at it. You have the threat of the run with Terranova, but then Yoakum can just sling a slant over the middle.
Speaking of Terranova, he is met in the backfield quickly for a loss. That's Keaton Thomas with the tackle.
Yeah, it didn't seem like the Rebels were fooled that time by the counter. The defense was there waiting.
Play fake. Short throw out. That's to Mason Short, the backup tight end, for a gain of 5.
We'll see what they do here. It's very possible that this is 4-down territory, depending on what they get here. If they lose any yards, they'll probably punt, but if they get any closer, don't get the first, they'll probably go for it.
Yoakum, that's Ross again. Ross is free, and he's down to the 25. Brad Ross is having his best game of the season when it matters most.
Yeah, he is showing up a reliable target for Ian Yoakum. And really, Yoakum could spread this ball around. There are a lot of threats on this field.
Partridge is in motion. He's one of those threats, and he takes the ball, breaks the tackle, and he's gone. Touchdown, Roos. Daniel Partridge on a rushing TD.
Wow, how did he do that? He just kind of squirted through and then he accelerated. Wow, what a play by Barchers there. And this Roo offense is humming now.
Extra point is up and good. And just like that, the Roos have extended their lead. Created a lead. After going down 7-0 early on. How will the Ole Miss Rebels respond? They'll take it out. He's tackled near the 30.
Yeah, and really after how this game started, Ole Miss got down the field super quick on their opening drive, and then UMKC went 3 and out. Since then, it is completely flipped.
Play fake, RPO, and that is off target. He wanted his tight end, but once again, Koenig was in the area. That could have been an interception too.
Yeah, that was just ugly. Now, the Roos defense, this defensive coordinator's got Ole Miss all in a bind right here. They're all out of sorts.
Another pass. He swings out to Lacey. Lacey comes back for it. Lacey makes a great move, and he's already down near 50. Maybe they should get the ball to this guy more often, huh?
Yeah, Keewan Lacey is just a monster. It's crazy.
Will likely be the last play of the quarter. Play fake, RPO, slant caught. First down, Ole Miss. And as we head to the end of the first quarter, we are 14-7. Roos on top. And it's really been a really interesting game so far. Galaxy is going to take over the play-by-play for quarter 2, so have at it.
All right, here we go, getting ready to start the second quarter. 1st and 10, Ole Miss from the UMKC 39. In the shotgun, Chambliss, empty backfield. Oh, designed run, and he's going to slide conservatively. Looked like he could have run a little bit more if he wanted to, but he gets 4. Again, quickly to the line. Read option, that worked beautifully. The defense went after Lacey, And Chambliss has a first down to the 26.
It appears that because the Rouge defense is trying so hard to stop Lacey, it's letting everything happen around Lacey.
Well, they tried hard there, but Lacey, look at that stat line. 7 rushes, 111 yards. But he lost a yard there. 2nd and 11. Chambliss steps up, has running room. He's short of the first down. It's 3rd and 4.
Rouge defense needs to pay better attention. They need to spy Chambliss, or he's just going to keep doing this.
And this pass is caught inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal.
That was a great strike.
This no huddle really looks like it is wearing down on this defense. Once again on this drive, keeper Chambliss is a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, UMKC is getting destroyed by these keepers. They're getting fooled every single time, and that's the power of Lacey.
On 2nd down, Lacey got in for the touchdown. And the Ole Miss Rebels are an extra point away from tying it up.
At this point, when you've been bamboozling the defense this whole time, you can get away with a simple handoff and making it work.
Well, you can tell this is the national championship game. Really feels like these teams are laying it all on the line as we go back and forth here. Here's the kickoff. UMKC will start from their own 25.
Hoping to see more of Archers and Zerpolo in this half. Right now, the only receiver that's caught anything is Ross.
Right up the middle with Terranova. Good looking run. He's seen what Kawan Lacey's done on the other side, and he wants to make his mark.
This is a running back matchup. 2 of the best running backs in the entire college football world going back to back.
Yoakum steps up, zings it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dropped by Vreeland. He should have had it.
Yeah, that was a dangerous throw by Yoakum, but he trusts his tight end, and he's seen him make that catch.
On 2nd down, Terranova doesn't have any running room this time. No gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
I'm watching for Ross on this crucial 3rd down. He seems to be the target Yoakum's looking for the most.
They need to get to about the 45.5 of Ole Miss. Blitz coming. Yoakum hits Ross. And, they're going to mark him just short of the first down. And it looks like Carlos Harrison has the red challenge flag. He throws it on the field.
Yeah, that's really close. I think he got the first.
It sure looked like from the live look he got it. And they're going to give it to him. First down.
What a play by Brad Ross. That's already his 5th catch of the game. And he is making the most of every attempt.
So 1st and 10 for the Rouge after the successful challenge. It's a screen here to Terranova. And he has nowhere to go. Dropped for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, the Rebels weren't fooled by that one bit. Looks like they're keying in on Terranova like a lot of teams do.
2nd down and 11 from the pistol formation this time. Yoakum gets it out to the flat. That's Vreeland getting hit hard, but he's got a first down.
Play action has really worked here. See all the players go after Terranova, leaving Yoakum just a fraction of a second to find a wide open Vreeland. That's the basis of this Rouge team. That's what they want to do.
Terranova, not much doing there either, only a couple of yards. They're trying to get him going, but Ole Miss is just not giving him any room. Now from the 33. Yoakum drops back. Going deep, one-on-one for Barchers. Leaps and it's incomplete. It was a bit underthrown. Maybe the pass was late. And it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that's the second time this game. Yoakum is trying to throw it deep to Barchers. They usually get at least one of those connections per game, but I think it was in the game plan to not allow Barchers to wreck the game with those deep balls.
On 3rd down now. Plenty of time. Pass is caught by Barchers. Spins for the 1st down. Down to the 22.
It's definitely a very interesting drive here by the Roos. Not as flashy as what the Rebels were doing, but it's working. Taking their time, chewing that clock.
Barchers motions. Yoakum looks. Fires a dart inside the 10-yard line to Ross. And it's 1st and goal.
It's a strong throw and a strong catch, and you can tell those guys have been throwing all season to each other because, yeah, that's chemistry.
Yoakum on a keeper, and one guy got through and got to him for a loss.
Yeah, Yoakum doesn't run that often, so they were hoping to get the defense off guard with that.
On 2nd and goal, Yoakum pressured, and he's hit as the ball is released. It falls harmlessly to the ground, but now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
I think he wanted to hit Terranova on the route, the Texas route into the end zone. Looks like that's what was going on there.
Yoakum pressured again, and he's incomplete. Just got it off. And the Roos are going to have to kick a field goal.
That's not something you see a whole lot of from this Roos team. They're usually once they get to the red zone, they usually need their interesting.
Well, that's a 13-play, 63-yard drive, ending in that 27-yard field goal. UMKC has the lead with 3:16 to go here in the 1st half, as number 28 will take this one up to the 24. Each team still has all 3 timeouts left. Play action, Chambliss. Short over the middle. That's a gain of 4.
Once again, with the hurry-up offense, they want the Roos to get tired.
Read option. Oh, they all went after Lacey. There goes Chambliss, who's got some wheels. He's tackled up at the 45.
Yeah, they really need to tighten this up.
Chambliss goes left side. Intercepted. Down the sideline. Inside the 30. And he is going to be tracked down by Chambliss all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Wow, what a play by Joey Donovan. He read the quarterback all the way. And there's something that us, the defensive coordinators like Carlos Harrison, preach to his players. Simpson overthrows, you got to get those, and he did. What a big play for the Roos.
On 1st down, Terranova is absolutely clotheslined by Jamarius Brown. There was some blocking on that one.
If you're the Rebels, you have to hold them to 3 here. A touchdown with the Roos getting the ball at half would be disastrous.
2nd and goal. Yoakum throws. It's caught underneath by Zerpolo, and he'll be quickly tackled around the 5. That takes us to the 2-minute timeout as the Roos face a 3rd and goal.
As you can see, Yoakum has had 37 passing touchdowns this season. He hasn't had one yet tonight, but I think he might get one here.
Single back formation, play action, throwing, incomplete. It was intended for Zerpolo. It was in his hands, but he took a shot, and they will send the field goal unit out.
Wow, what a play by the linebacker there. He made sure that Zerpolo was not making that catch.
Wow. Epperson hits the field goal, 6-point lead for the Roos. They do get the ball to start the second half. So Carlos Harrison opted to take the points against this tough red zone defense. And number 3 has nowhere to go. So a minute 52 to work with, 3 timeouts for Ole Miss.
Wondering how much they're going to let Chambliss throw it down the field. He's already thrown 2 interceptions.
Here's Lacey to the outside, tackled after a gain of 6.
Lacey only had 9 rushing attempts, and that honestly surprises me. I think that Ole Miss wanted to lean on him, but went away from that plan so quickly.
It's picked off again. Intercepted, trying to take it back, and he's brought down at the 15-yard line. It is Levi Koenig who's having himself a night.
That's Koenig's second interception of the game, and once again, the Roos have a chance. Chambliss is completely falling apart.
Let's see if the Roos can cash in. Play action. Trying to get it quickly to Terranova as he was pressured off the play fake, but that's going nowhere.
Be interesting to see how the Roos manage the clock here. You really don't want to give Ole Miss any time to go down the field and do something.
So 2nd down and 10, letting a little bit of this clock chew. Yoakum has time, delivers a strike to Brad Ross inside the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's Ross's 7th reception of the half. He's almost at 100 yards. This is Ross's best game of the year.
No doubt. From the 4-yard line, in the pistol-heavy formation, they will hand it off, and Terranova's going nowhere, and Ole Miss is going to use the timeout.
Very interesting decision by both teams. If I'm the Roos, I want them to use all of their timeouts. Even a field goal here puts me in a very advantageous position.
Let's see what they do here on 2nd and goal. They'll put it up in the air. Here's Terranova. Oh, look at the stiff arms! Touchdown, Roos! What a play by Vincent Terranova! A couple of nasty stiff arms to get him into the end zone.
And if that doesn't sum up the Roos season, I don't know what does. A strike from Yoakum, 2 stiff arms, and just like all season long, this team just finds a way to win. And that's the definition of finding a way to win. This Roos team has come to life at the perfect time.
Dean Eberson drills the extra point, 27-14. UMKC cashing in. A couple of Ole Miss turnovers have resulted in 10 extra points here for the Roos before the half.
And don't forget, Chambliss threw an interception earlier in the game that directly led to 7 more points for the Roos. So, the story of this game so far, Chambliss has been very inconsistent.
Let's see what he does here with 51 seconds and 2 timeouts. He fires over the middle, a strike into UMKC territory. That's a big gainer for the Rebels as they use a timeout.
I think the Roos secondary got a little greedy there. I think there were they left them a little bit too much space, hoping to get a 4th pick.
Chambliss. Oh, he's hit as he just throws it away.
Austin Boone, the Sam linebacker, has made a big impact on this game and most of Roos games this season. I know their offense has been big, but their defense has been too.
And this pass is complete downfield at the 20-yard line. Clock at 35 seconds and counting. They have not used a timeout. They're letting a lot of clock chew off here. Chambliss drops back, steps up. He's hit. And he just gets it away with now 8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is some interesting clock management here by the Rebels. They've wasted so much time getting down the field. They really only have 2 plays left.
Chambliss will just dump it off. Forced out of bounds, 3 seconds, and they will send out the field goal unit. Kick on the way, and it is a 10-point game going into halftime of the national championship. Your UMKC Roos have a 27-17 lead. We'll see if they can hold on to it for the second half. What adjustments do you think Ole Miss is going to make, and what is UMKC going to have to watch out for?
You know, ironically, I think that when teams fall behind in the second half, their instinct is to pass more. I gotta say, when your running back is averaging 10 yards a carry, and this looked like it was going to be a blowout in the other direction, I think Lacey needs to get a heavy workload if the Ole Miss Rebels have any chance of coming back. Look at the rushing yards. 144 to UMKC's 87. This is a very lopsided affair. They've got to get Lacey involved.
Well, Peach Pear Apple will be doing the play-by-play of the third quarter as we get started.
Yes, I sure will, Yalassi. And this is a very interesting drive for the Roos. What will they do? Up 10 points. Fake the handoff. Yoakum, and he's going to get nearly tackled the first play. He stopped it. And he's going to get it. It's a touchdown for Ole Miss. What just happened?
Wow. You know, that's happened a few times this game. Now it finally came back to bite Yoakum in the rear. I think from now on, he's really just going to have to take that sack.
What a massive turn of events. If you're a Rebels fan, wow. And just like that, it's a 3-score game. Oh, man.
Yeah, you know what? Yoakum's really just going to have to shake that one off. He's trying to make a play. I get it. But lesson learned.
He's going to have to, because that is the definition of giving momentum to the other team. Yoakum throws, hits his man, that's reeling. That's a good way to get back in rhythm.
Yeah, he delivered a good-looking pass there to his big tight end, who I expect is going to get a few more looks tonight because he's a matchup nightmare for really any defense.
Speaking of matchup nightmares, there's Terranova, and he's trying to do everything he can to get away, but the Rebels were on him.
Yeah, they are just not giving him space. UMKC's trying to do everything they can, and they have gotten Terranova the ball. He has a huge touchdown tonight, but Ole Miss is doing a great job bottling him up.
Yoakum is scoring over the middle. That's Barchers for a modest gain.
Now let's see what they have here for 3rd and 7. They have several money plays that they haven't called yet that they might pull out of their pocket here.
Yoakum, he's got all day. He's going deep. He wants it all. It is almost caught, but once again, 3rd deep shot of the night. Barchers and Yoakum cannot connect.
Yeah, Yoakum's just got to throw that sooner if he's going to throw that, because he doesn't have the arm strength to get it that far down the field.
And it goes into the end zone, and Ole Miss has got a real chance here. That interception has completely changed the flow of this game. Fake the handoff over the middle, and that's a great catch. What a great adjustment by 9.
Yeah, that you could tell that Ole Miss now, it feels rejuvenated after their pick 6 that they got.
Handoff is to Lacey, and Lacey gets a couple.
Yeah, they ran the ball there, so I expect Ole Miss to be throwing it now. They haven't been super unpredictable.
Chambliss over the middle, hits his man, and he gets down near the first down marker.
Now this is curious. Maybe they'll do the read option here. They might be keeping it on the ground.
They're passing, and he gets sacked. Down goes Chambliss. That's Sorensen, the safety, coming up on the safety blitz.
Yeah, and that was a great blitz there. Well executed, and a great play call.
Great calls for the fair catch. We've had an interesting stalemate in this game in the third quarter so far. Quick throw out to Ross, and Ross couldn't quite get away. He gets a gain of 2.
Yeah, that looked like it was open for a second, but that defender came over quickly. He was the only guy that was going to stop Ross from getting a huge gain on that.
Behind the line, so that was actually a rush for Brad Ross. Yoakum hits his man Zerpolo, and he's down near the 30.
Yeah, Zerpolo hasn't been involved too much today. Only a second catch, but it's good to see him get involved because the Rebels defense needs to be able to respect everybody that's lining up on this field.
Terranova is smacked immediately by Brown.
They really just can't get anything going on the ground. This defensive line has great gap integrity, not allowing the holes to open up. There's just nowhere to go.
Throws a quick to Terranova, and he gets a couple. Interesting looking play there.
And that's one way to try to get it to him, but I don't know if it was really working.
Well, this is 3rd and 9 for the Roos. Yoakum in the backfield by himself. Yoakum scrambling. He's got a lot of room, and he's down at the 40.
That was a great job by Yoakum. Not liking what he saw downfield, using his wheels. Doesn't use them a lot, but when he does, he can take off, he can run, and he gets a huge play there.
Speaking of runs, here comes Terranova, and once again, tackled for a loss. Terranova does not have a positive gain this quarter.
And they're trying really hard to be patient with the run, but it's just not opening up. It's not happening.
Play action. Yoakum deep. Almost caught by Barchers, but once again, their connection has not been there.
Yeah, the safety there that time seemed to get his hand in there just barely to disrupt that play, and now this is another 3rd down for UMKC. What does Yoakum have up his sleeve here?
He's going deep. What a pass, but it's dropped. It looked like a catch by Breland. In and out of his hands, and the Roos are going to have to punt.
Yeah, that really should have been caught. I know he was getting hit as he tried to make the catch, but that's a big 3rd down. You got to hold on to that ball.
Looks like Chambliss and his team have a chance to respond. Bill Lacey only has about 10 or 11 rush attempts. He still doesn't get it here. An interesting looking play, but looking at Chambliss' stats, 3 INT thrown, 3 times sacked. This Roos defense has been getting on him.
Yeah, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Another dangerous throw over the middle that should have been intercepted.
Ooh. Yeah, you got to get your hands around that ball and make that play. Instead, you know, this Rebels team, they're an offense that could definitely pick up this first down and then gain momentum from it.
See if he can. Chambliss, throwing deep, but not caught either. Wow, this game has a lot of near catches.
I think these receivers got the national championship game jitters.
That looked like a sure catch to me. Crick makes a good move, but he's tackled immediately. And we're just going back and forth now, folks. The punt fest for this quarter.
Yep, halftime adjustments. It's clear what these coaches talked about, what adjustments were being made.
Play fake. Hits short out of the backfield, and he gets about 1 yard. It's funny when you look at Yoakum's stat line, he's thrown 32 times, but still under 200 yards.
Yeah, he's tried to air it out, but it just hasn't worked. Only a short pass has been really truly open and connecting.
Over the middle is also working, and that's Polo, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, that was a good-looking play there. Found the hole in the zone. Zerpolo is good at that. He just sits in the zone. It's smart. Good play.
And off to Terranova, and that is the first positive yardage of the quarter for him.
Yeah, but only a couple of yards, so it's still really not working. He's only got 61 yards on the ground tonight.
Yoakum, over the middle, pass made. And that's Zerpolo again.
Yeah, what a catch. He's showing up when the ball's coming his way. He's getting it. And Yoakum, what a throw, too. He threw it behind him so the defender wouldn't be able to get that ball.
And look who it is again. Zerpolo's having a great drive here. That's his third catch of the drive.
Yeah, Zerpolo is really showing up here now. You know the Ole Miss defense is going to start keying in on him, so Yoakum's going to have to get it to someone else soon.
Tries to get it to Terranova, and he makes a good move to get the first down.
Well, that was a great effort because it looked like he was stopped, and he churned forward just a little bit more to get just enough for that first down.
46 seconds left in the quarter. Yoakum gets out of the pocket, finds Terranova. Terranova makes a nice little move, and honestly, that was probably the best 1-yard quarterback running back connection I've ever seen.
Yeah, great effort there by Terranova. Now they're spreading it out. Let's see what they have up their sleeve here.
Yoakum appears to be changing the play. Yoakum standing tall in the pocket.
Oh.
It looks like he has some running room, which is threw it away.
Yeah, that was bizarre. He wasn't throwing it to anyone. He was just throwing it away, but you're right. He had the running room. I don't know what he was doing.
This will be the last play of the quarter. Takes the handoff. Yoakum over the middle. Top catch by Vreeland.
Oh, was that real? I think it looked like it was Daniel Barcher's helmet over on the crosser. What a catch and what a throw that was.
Whew. Very interesting stat line over here, but for this fourth quarter, we're handing it back to Allison for the play-by-play. Let's see how this ends.
All right, well, that was a huge third down conversion for the Roos as they hold on to this 3-point lead. And another touchdown here would be massive to make it a 2-score lead. Here we go. On 1st and 10, handoff Terranova. Once again, cannot find any running room.
Keaton Thomas has been very, very sensational tonight. 7 tackles, 3 of them for the loss. He has been on Terranova tonight.
It's 2nd and 10. Yoakum over the middle, and it's caught by Zerpolo all the way down to the 1-yard line, which will set up 1st and goal.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Zerpolo is one of the best third receivers in college football. And you saw it there. That's a mismatch. They weren't ready for it, and Zerpolo made it pay.
And this is Terranova. Can't power it into the end zone from the 1 as this Ole Miss defense continues to stifle this running game.
It's not often when Terranova is second best running back in the game, but Lacey is completely taken over. But he has way less carries.
On 2nd down, Yoakum over the middle. Oh, and it's dropped by Ross. He took a shot from number 11, and it's 3rd and goal.
And if you look back early in the game, number 11 or another linebacker, I'm not 100% sure, delivered a nasty hit on Zerpolo to prevent the touchdown.
Here's a heavy formation on 3rd and goal. Swinging it out all alone for the touchdown. Mason Short. He was left wide open. And it's a 2-score lead for the Roos.
Mason Short is a blocking tight end, so he very rarely catches any balls, and clearly Ole Miss thought that too.
Oh,
just like that, the Roos are back.
They left Vreeland wide open too. I think they just keyed in on the run. 10-point lead for UMKC, 7:37 to go. That was a 14-play, 70-yard drive, one of the longest drives of the year by the Roos. From the goal line on this return, up to the 13, great kick coverage. And now we'll see if this UMKC defense can lock down this Ole Miss offense. It's a 10-point lead. They'll hand it off to Lacey. Great looking tackle there.
Oh, late to be giving your star running back that carry, but maybe not.
It's a handoff again to Lacey for a few. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, this hurry-up offense has actually put Ole Miss in a not great position here.
And this is dropped over the middle. Incomplete, and they will keep the offense out there to go for it on 4th and 4. Massive play here.
I expect Chambliss to use his legs.
Chambliss looked like he wanted to at first. He throws and it's incomplete. And the Roos will take over at the Ole Miss 19.
Ow. What a shocking turn of events that was. That was the fastest 4 and out I've ever seen.
All right, it looks like this Roo team is completely energized. If they get into the end zone here, what a spark it'll be. But Yoakum's going to be sacked on the first play off the play action by Cam Franklin.
I think they got a little greedy there. They wanted to just end this by throwing the dagger, but Ole Miss's defense is still here to play.
And they're going to try to catch him off guard with a run, but it didn't work. 1 yard.
I guess if you're the Rebels, then having holding to a field goal here is great, but yeah, guys, it's your only chance.
Yoakum on 3rd and 15. Finds Vreeland, but not enough for the first down. He's down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a 32-yard attempt by Dean Epperson. Well, and the kick is good. This will force the Rebels to have to score 2 touchdowns now. 37-24, Roos.
Yeah, this game completely flipped. At the very beginning, you could see that first Lacey drive. Thought this was going to be a back and forth, but Ole Miss has not really had an answer offensively or defensively.
Well, we have seen games where UMKC has given up a lot of fourth quarter yards and touchdowns. 5:43 remaining. There's still time. Uh-oh. Here's a pass down the sideline across the 40 up to the 44.
That's a good-looking throw and catch. They're going to need a lot of those, and they're going to need them quick.
Chambliss snaps it quickly. Hits a man underneath. There's a flag on the play.
I think there's going to be holding on the offensive line.
Well, UMKC will take that. It's 1st and 20 now. From the 34. Quick pass. That's not going anywhere. Loss of a yard. Austin Boone.
Yep, he's making his mark again. Not only is he a great linebacker, but you can have him out wide to defend his run.
Play fake. Chambliss rolls out. Going deep. And that pass is knocked away. Excellent coverage downfield.
Who else? Levi Koenig, 2 interceptions and a big deflection there.
3rd and 21 for Ole Miss. Chambliss steps up, throws, batted away, and it's going to be 4th and forever.
I think 24, I think it was 24, had a chance of a pick 6 there if you wanted it.
Well, a stop here would be massive for the Roos. Chambliss looks. Fires deep downfield. Incomplete. Incomplete. The Roos will take over at the Ole Miss 33-yard line.
Basically, any kind of score ends this. So I expect a lot of running.
Aranova not going anywhere there. It is 2nd and 9 now. Quick pass out to Ross. That looked a little dangerous for a moment, but it's going nowhere.
I said earlier in the game, Ross had 7 catches for 97 yards, and it was going to be the biggest game of his career, but hasn't caught one since.
They try to set up the screen, and that was just a little ugly. Well, here comes Dean Epperson out there, and if he kicks this, it's a 16-point game, so still technically 2 possessions. Kick on the way, and he's got it. So, it is 40-24. Ole Miss is now going to have to score 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions just to tie it with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. Now, remember remember the Penn State game. This was a more dire situation for the opponent than that one. And they still came back, folks. So it's not quite over yet.
I just wanted to make the comment that Dean Epperson is 4 for 4 on both field goals and PATs. He's got a real shot at MVP here.
He's one of the best kickers in the nation. Chambliss, interesting play call. They pitch it to Lacey. That'll go for 7.
It's very interesting that the Rebels are calling plays like this at this juncture. I think they should have been calling them earlier in the game.
Chambliss throws an interception. It's picked off. Taken down to the 32-yard line. Oh boy, the Roos sideline going nuts. They can taste victory.
It looks like Molbach had a big interception last game, if you can recall. So he's got another postseason INT, and this one just might seal it.
UMKC now going to try to salt the clock away as Terranova gets the biggest hole he's gotten all half long, as Ole Miss may be feeling very defeated at this point.
Yeah, I'd say. Really, I mean, what's interesting is that the story of this game has been the Roos defense. They came to play, and it's been their best game of the year.
Ole Miss uses a timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
In fact, I honestly believe that if we're going to pick an MVP at the end of this game, I'm leaning towards a defensive player. Koenig would be my first choice.
Here is the counter. Oh, Terranova breaks free! And he's down to the 5-yard line. Call it the 6. He almost had the cherry on top touchdown. But it'll be 1st and goal.
Terranova wants one more touchdown for the road. Let's see if they get him one.
Short in motion. Terranova. No running room there. Ole Miss is now out of timeouts. I don't think there's any chance the Roos put it in the air from this point forward. Terranova is stuffed. It's 3rd and goal.
Look at this Roos defense. 7 deflections, 3 sacks, 4 takeaways. I think this was their best performance of the year.
I would say that's very possible as we've reached the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and goal. Yoakum in the gun. It'll just be a give to Terranova for nothing. So this field goal that's about to happen, if Dean Epperson puts it through, it's a 3-score game. And he drills it.
And he does.
43-24. Roos are cruising and appear to be headed for what should be a national championship. In the first year of this program's existence, UMKC, 365 days ago, did not have a college football team. And now look where they are.
It's a dominating performance, in fact, of mostly freshmen. Wild.
Chambliss over the middle. He's got a man. This may be too little too late, but they're going to continue to play football.
I just remember the very first game of the year. I don't think anyone was thinking the Roos had a chance to do this.
Well, really, the Roos had some rough patches there in the early going of the season against what people would consider lesser opponents. Didn't put up super big performances, but now here they are. And throughout the playoffs, really, they've had a lot of adversity in games and have overcome them. Inside of a minute left now, they will spike it.
At this point, I think Ole Miss is just some window dressing is what's needed. What I do find interesting is that Chambliss was going to be one of the top QBs in the upcoming NFL draft. I wonder if this performance will have any effects on his future.
It is something teams look at, how you perform on the biggest stage, and he has turned the ball over a lot tonight. And also credit the Roos game plan defensively as they're down to the 3. Well, Ole Miss might reach 30 tonight, but really, it doesn't tell the whole story. The Roos defense has been fantastic. Chambliss floats it up to a wide open man for a touchdown, and he'll do a dance.
I mean, I guess if you're in the national championship, you gotta live your moment. I get it.
He can tell his future kids he scored in a national championship. But still a 12-point lead for the Roos. They will line up for the onside. And there it is. Mike Wang has it. We will see one more play on the season as they will come out in victory formation. And let the celebration begin. Kansas City, your Roos are national champions.
What an amazing moment to get to live through. All these players, they get to tell all of their kids, their grandkids about how they created a football program that won in its first year. There's that team, that young core, and what's really dangerous is that they're all freshmen.
They're going to be back.
This team, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, Vincent Terranova gets the player of the game. He did get into the end zone twice, including what was probably the most impressive play of the game, the two stiff arm touchdown. And man, oh man, what a season it was here on Roo TV. You saw every game, and we'll be back next season, folks, to see if UMKC can keep their undefeated streak alive. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast. UMKC, national champions in Vegas. So long.